Walking around the tavern bar, with Katie nervously following, Loona points out where the kitchen is located. "Katie," Loona says, excited for him to see it, "come look, but please do remember, it needs a little bit of updating." Looking rather out of place, Katie tucks his long, messy hair behind his ears and steps behind the bar. Billy and Joel watch on with interest as they nurse a beer. They give Loona a knowing glance before sitting upright to question Katie's appearance. Joel points at Katie.
"And what do we have here, Loona? Have you swapped another person's gender around?"
There is an awkward silence as Taylor, who's out of breath after carrying all the food items Loona brought, joins Billy and Joel by sitting on a bar stool beside them.
"No,"
Taylor mutters, dropping the bags of groceries to the floor as he lets out an exhausted breath.
"Katie is a boy."
Joel and Billy look at each other in surprise.
"Oh,"
Billy then says with a confused stare. Gigi jumps onto the counter in front of all the guys and smirks.
"He might look a bit odd, guys, but I promise he's an amazing cook."
Katie's cheeks burn bright red with embarrassment.
"Why the long hair?"
Joel asks curiously, also staring.
"Also, why the name Katie? Not really a boy's name now, is it?"
Jimbo, who's cleaning glasses at the other end of the bar, speaks up.
"Leave him alone, guys. Otherwise, I'll kick you both out."
"Ooh," Joel chuckles, nudging Billy with his arm. "Seems our Jimbo's located his lost balls. Such attitude for such a little lady." Jimbo glares at them both, then gives them a smug smile in return.
"I'll find both your balls," she jibes, "with my foot."
Mom's idea," Katie says, having built up the courage to speak. "She gave me my name and wants me to have long hair like this." In that instant, Loona feels a twitch of a connection to Katie's heart. She can tell that just talking about it was difficult. "He's going to be our new cook," Loona announces to the group passionately. Stepping just in front of Katie to make him feel more comfortable, Loona can feel his heart rate slowing. She can tell he's comfortable in her presence. "Now, if you guys aren't going to say anything helpful, maybe don't say anything at all." "We're only being curious, Josh," Billy remarks, taking a sip of beer.
"Her name is Loona,"
Gigi corrects.
"Whatever,"
Billy says with a shrug, then turns his attention to Katie.
"Say, boy, why don't you just cut your hair and use a different name? That way you won't get all these questions about your appearance."
Katie shuffles in further behind Loona to hide.
"Yeah,"
Taylor huffs, wheezing as he talks.
"Why haven't you done that? Didn't she kick you out? So, can't you just do what you want?"
All very interested in what Katie has to say, they all gawk in his direction, making him feel very uncomfortable. Like the slight nip to the skin, Loona feels the angst in his heart. Knowing that their questions are making him feel incredibly uneasy, Loona takes a hold of his hand. "Keep talking, and I'm sure he'll spit in your food," Loona quips, dragging Katie away towards the kitchen.
"That's gross!"
Billy whines, just as Loona and Katie turn the corner and into the kitchen. Showing Katie the old, dirty kitchen, Loona lets go of his hand and steps in front of him. She looks around and smiles. "This is the tavern kitchen. Cool, huh?" Katie, still blushing from moments ago, anxiously rubs at his arm and looks around without expression. Loona's smile starts to wobble as she's exceptionally nervous that Katie won't be excited by how dirty the place is, even if they've tried to clean it up a little. "So, this will be my kitchen to run?" Katie asks, stepping further into the room. "I'll be head chef?" Ecstatic to see Katie's face lighting up, Loona nods. "Yeah, I guess that would make you head chef, yeah." Loona feels something completely different in her heart. She can sense Katie's excitement. It's an incredible feeling for her. It's the exact feelings Loona felt emanating from Jimbo when transformed into a woman. So warm," Loona gushes under her breath, smiling at Katie as he looks around in awe.
Sorry? Katie asks, turning to look back at Loona with the broadest grin.
It's, Loona looks away. Nothing, really. I can just feel that this makes you happy.
I am happy, Katie replies in delight, rushing from counter to counter, opening cupboards and drawers. I don't even care that it's not clean. I can't wait to get started. Although Loona is delighted to hear that, she can't help but want to ask Katie a question.
Hey, Katie, Loona says bashfully. Those guys out there made you nervous and a little upset with their questions, didn't they?
A little, Katie answers, holding up a very black and dirty pan. I'm used to it. Loona stands beside him and puts a hand on his shoulder.
Why don't you use a different name and cut your hair?
I personally know how hard it can be when people treat you one way, but you feel another way on the inside. It's silly, Katie replies, waving it off like it's not important.
I feel the angst in your heart. Please, if you're going to live and work here, I want you to know you're safe with us.
In my heart? Katie questions with a silly look.
I'm a heart witch, Loona explains proudly. Please, I'm really curious.
Katie sighs and looks down at his feet. You're going to think it's stupid. Please, Loona laughs, pointing at herself. I was a guy like 2 days ago. Now I'm a witch who lives with a very sarcastic talking cat. Honestly, I think you might be the most normal person here. You think so? Katie replies with a raised eyebrow. I've never been called normal before.
Loona waves a hand. Normal's overrated. Now, anyway. If it causes you bother, why don't you use a different name or cut your hair? It's not like you live with your mom anymore.
Katie takes hold of some of his long locks and runs his fingers through them. Promise you won't laugh. Promise. It's the only thing my mother likes about me, Katie explains, allowing himself to be vulnerable with Loona. Holding some of his split ends, Katie continues. My name and my hair are the only things that made me feel part of my family. Silly, isn't it? Loona listens intently. She can feel the love in his heart, mixed with the sorrow of profound rejection. I love my family, Loona, Katie says with tears in his eyes, as he puts down the old pan he was holding. Everyone says, especially about my mother, that they are nasty people, and I'm better off without them. Katie pauses and rubs tears from his eyes. They are the only family I have, and all I want to do is make them proud. Loona's heart bleeds for the young man in front of her. Even with her heart magic, there's nothing currently she can do for him. However, she can sense the excitement brewing inside about working at the tavern.
I understand, Loona says softly. Thank you for telling me.
Katie's face lights up. It's okay. For some reason, I feel really comfortable around you. It's almost like I can tell you've gone through hardships in your life as well. The fact you're smiling and being positive brings me joy.
Really?
Yeah, Katie replies, bouncing on the spot. You make me think that I could be happy one day too.
Loona blushes and looks away. Very perceptive, young man.
I'm right, aren't I? Katie asks, bouncing again on his tiptoes. You've never been happier? Loona goes the brightest of reds. He's right about her. She is much happier, even with all the confusion that comes with being the witch of the tavern.
Yeah,
Loona replies bashfully, rubbing her arm.
But that's, enough about me.
Straightening herself to look more confident, Loona looks around the dirty kitchen.
So, chef, what do we need to do to get this kitchen running?
I'm desperate to get the tavern serving food. Katie taps his chin. Let me look around some more, and I'll let you know.
Amazing!
Do you have any chef whites? Katie then asks.
No idea.
Loona laughs nervously, but then gives it some thought. We've got
maid uniforms, like the one Jimbo is wearing. Would that be okay? Katie shakes his head. I don't mind wearing dresses, but that's not to code. I need Chef White's. A while later, Taylor looks around the tavern at the people surrounding him. He grumbles and pushes back his stool, causing it to scrape along the floor. Getting up and leaving his beer half drunk, he heads towards the exit. He's tired. Going out into the town with Loona was exhausting and, in his mind, depressing.
Bye, Taylor!
Jimbo exclaims like a schoolgirl from behind the bar. See you tomorrow? He doesn't even bother to look around. He just shuffles slowly away and towards the exit. He despises the joy in her voice.
Ugh, same old Taylor,
Gigi sarcastically remarks.
At least something around here is staying the same.
Furrowing his brow, Taylor does little to react to Gigi's comments. However, he can't help but feel Gigi is right. So much is changing, and not for the better. As he reaches the tavern door, the sun has already set. Feeling the bite of the nighttime cold, Taylor folds his arms and heads for home. Shuffling along the empty streets at a snail's pace, Taylor begins to whine and complain to himself. Bunch of misfits, he whines, thinking about Loona and the rest as his heart starts to ache. Stuffing his hands into his pockets, Taylor lets his head drop. Whether he wants it or not, the demons within him are swirling. The voices are back, and the depression is setting in. The booze usually keeps them suppressed, but thanks to Loona and her field trip, Taylor can feel his inner despair building. He's not half as numb as he'd like to be. It's an emptiness, a lack of joy, a feeling of despair that makes his heart physically hurt. Nothing but beer soothes his troubled soul. Lucky, Taylor grunts as his heart beats in pain. Approaching his flat, which he doesn't even bother to lock, he heads inside. You wouldn't even call it a home. More just empty rooms filled to the brim with years of trash. His heart aches even harder. Taylor stands in the hallway as he closes the door behind him, surrounded by his own trash. He's stuck with a bout of dysphoria so intense it makes him want to kneel over and just die. He wants this pain to have an end. He doesn't want to feel it anymore. Not even tears will fall from his face as his heart throbs with deep despair. Why? He complains to the cold, dirt-stained walls. Taylor allows himself to fall against the wall and slide down it. Falling to his ass, he stares blankly into the nothingness that is his existence. He grabs at his chest, trying to breathe through the pain, but he can only fall further into endless despair. Why me? He laments, hoping his existence will just end. Lowering his head into his hands, he wants to cry, but that never helps. He's unable to hide from it. It follows him at all times. Taylor's heart begins to break. Taylor is consumed by his own despair. Losing himself, he cries his heart out desperately for help, but no one answers. No one even cares.